that we overcome. It's really an awesome, awesome thing. And so I just wanted to take a second to give yourself a round of applause for getting out here, to telling people by your feet, your money, your time, your questions, and with your passion, that investigative journalism is not dead at all. Give yourself a round. You know, this is a nutty business. And in this business, people come to it on many, many different paths. You know, some people get in the bus marked magna cum laude. Some people are lucky enough to get into the bus marked summa cum laude. And then you have those others who have to beg, borrow, and steal to get on the thank you laude bus. And I'm one of those riders of the thank you laude bus. It's a full circle moment for me, because anybody who knows me personally know that, unlike many of you, I discovered journalism late in life. So I'm a not so young non-journalist who became a journalist. And it was largely because of Ira Reid back in 2003, where some people who saw my passion, saw how raggedy I was looking, saw how scruffy I was looking, but they looked into my heart, and they overcame all those other isms and osms and other barriers and helped me. They helped me with knowledge. They helped me with encouragement. They helped me with recommendations. And I got my first job because of the recommendations of people from IRE, even though I didn't have a clip to my name at that point. I just had passion. And so, as I sit here today with you, with my crew over at California Watching the Center for Investigative Reporting, it's a really humbling moment to see how far you can go because of the help of others, the kindness of the people in this room. And it's something, you know, because investigative journalism is being threatened every day. You know, people are really, you know, on the business side and on the political side and on the legal side. You got journalists that are dying, journalists that are losing jobs. Your heart kind of goes out to the people in New Orleans who overcame so many great obstacles and now facing some real serious challenges. But I want you to know that even though we face those challenges, what the business people don't understand, what the political people don't understand is they may can take our bus, right? They may can take the car you rode in on, but they'll never, ever, ever take our journey. And the journey that you and I have together to tell people things that they don't know, to expose wrongdoing, to save people's lives, whether it's poisons that's in the ground, or bad buildings that could kill kids, or whether it's secrecy by the NYPD, or whether it's pills being subscribed like methadone that are killing people. Daily, 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 you are doing the work that makes people better. You're doing the work that's saving people's lives. And it's because of the people in this room and this organization who have stood really all of the pressures to be able to reach out to help, that we're able to do this great work. And so as we're coming together and we're thinking about different things that's on our hearts and on our minds, and as you are leveraging your future out there at the Starbucks cafe, before you mess around and can't pay your rent, think about maybe a dime or two for IRE, for the young journalists who can't get here unless they get a scholarship. And because the money was set aside to think that far down the road, people like myself and others have been able to get the critical skills to be able to serve their communities. Before I close, I want to say this. And I want you to remember, as you're sitting up here and you're seeing all of the awards and the people doing great things, and if you're a young journalist, you think, man, could I ever aspire to do something like that? I want you to think about me, and think about the fact that a black dude who had no journalism skills whatsoever is sitting up here today being honored by some of the greatest journalists in the world. And it's only because, you know, I never quit, but I had a lot of people in my corner standing up to help me. And many of those people had IRE on their shirts, in their hearts, and in their minds. So I say to you, if you really want to do it, there's people in this room that's going to bend over backwards to make sure that you're successful. So if you see some of these gray-haired folks running around with that look on their face, go get them a beer. You know, some of the best stuff, I don't make it to the tip sheet. But understand, you know, understand that what you get here in these sessions, you can't put a price tag on. And the things that you're going to do for your communities once you leave here, you know, you may not get praise. The man with the CIA microchip in his tooth may not think you're too hot on anything. But there are going to be people who were wrongly imprisoned, who were beat up by the police, and no one spoke out for them except for you. There are going to be politicians that's going to be laying off people and wasting millions of dollars, and they're not going to be held to account but for you. And so understand that we got jobs, we have bosses, and sometimes our employers in the business office do some bizarre things. But our mission is far greater than the business office. So remember that. Remember the great work. And go out there and kick them folks' ass. Before I forget, so I jumped to the ass kicking part and forgot the most important part. On your table, there's this envelope. We're going to do it like church. We like the stuff that jingles, but we can do some Washingtons and some dead presidents too. Whatever you can do, fill it up, fill it out, pass it to one of the good people here at IRE, and the investment that you'll make is not only for yourself, but it's going to help better the nation and the world. Thanks.